All righty, it is time for our headline segment. This is where we look at what we think might make the headlines come tomorrow morning. One that I think has been great. Whitwell breaks a 28-game losing streak to South Pittsburgh tonight, and really kind of throttled South Pittsburgh. They beat them 34-12 in Whitwell. What a great thing for them. Hudson Petty had 3 touchdowns and over 100 yards rushing. Whitwell, that's their first victory over the Pirates since 1991.
That's amazing.
That's just awesome. Whitwell has struggled a little bit in football until the last few years. The 2000s had not been real kind to them up until then.
Throttle's a good word. Alcoa
wins again tonight. Yawn. They have outscored their region opponents 212-0 so far this year.
That's not even fun.
That's crazy. That's just like crazy.
That's Behemouthian.
Right, in the rivalry games that we talked about, the Huntland Moore County rivalry matchup, we talked about the Smyrna and Stewart's Creek matchup. There were some in East Tennessee that I found intriguing. McCauley beats Baylor tonight 21-6. That is the oldest rivalry in the state of Tennessee. Greenville takes care of Elizabethton 35-20. Both of those teams were 7-0, and then we talked about the South Pittsburgh Whitwell. Both of those teams were 7-0 coming into the week. So there are not that many unbeaten teams left. I would have to do some quick searching real quick, but I don't know that there are that many unbeaten teams left, and it'll get even worse. Huntland's Cam Reed had 4 touchdown runs tonight for Huntland. They've got the rivalry win over Moore County tonight. Shelbyville's Arius Trice ran back the opening kick 90 yards for a touchdown as Shelbyville jumped on Columbia early and often. Also, Trice had 2 receiving touchdowns, and Marsh, the running back, he had a couple of rushing touchdowns. Shelbyville rolled over Columbia. Just absolutely rolled. They look.
I'm anxious to see how far they go in the playoffs.
It will be interesting. They are now 7-1, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but let me see who they've got next week. I think that Shelbyville will play. I'm not even going to find it in time. They play Page. That's for the region championship next week. And Oakland's D.D. Anderson had 2 interceptions in a 3-minute period tonight. Oakland rolls over Siegel. The executive producer of Friday Night Thunder is Rob Clutter. Our director and chief engineer is Brian Markram. The scoreboard host is Steve Wilder. Our scoreboard producer and stream engineer is Jonathan Oliver. And I'm your host, Dennis Weaver. Thank you for listening to this edition of Friday Night Thunder. I want to remind you to check out our website at FridayNightThunder.com all weekend long for information, features, and uploads. And until we meet again, in the immortal words of our good friend Rusty Reed, we'll see you on the radio.